Hey, what's up, guys? Just talking today about for you guys that are competing tomorrow at the Rookie Rumble. Good luck to everybody. Ed will be over there with you guys, cheering you on and helping you out if you need it with some stuff. Look at a little bit at strategy for your workouts tomorrow. Most of these workouts are pretty straightforward, like a lot of the stuff that we do here at the gym. I know some of you have practiced them before you got started. If you haven't, no big deal. It's right all in your wheelhouse, stuff that we've done plenty of here at the gym. First one is that 6 minutes max thruster. So for the 6 minutes max thruster, have an idea where you're going. Try to beat your weight by about 4 minutes in, so you have some time. If it's your first competition, sometimes you'll notice you get a little extra weight just from the adrenaline of the competition and getting fired up out of that competitive atmosphere. So you're doing that 6 minutes max thruster. Get something on the board in the beginning. I'm not clear exactly what the rules are for there, but usually if you're establishing a max, they're gonna make you, if you take a jump, not go below that when you're going through. So if you open up at 100 pounds and you don't make it, a lot of times you won't be able to go back down and try 75 or 80. Open up small, about 70% of where you think you're gonna go. So if you think you're gonna go to 100 pounds, put 70 pounds on that bar for your first attempt. Hopefully get some time to warm up before you get in there. If not, you can go a little bit lighter just to get something on the board. That's real important that you get something on the board to get started. If it feels super light, take bigger jumps. On the thruster, they're not huge jumps, so it wouldn't be the same jumps take for like a deadlift or something like that. But you probably could go maybe 5% each time, 10% if it feels really light. In 6 minutes, you're probably looking at about 5 or 6 real attempts. And so have your heaviest weight you have in mind done about 4 minutes in. Give yourself some time. So we're then looking at the next one, that 7-minute AMRAP. That's a spicy little AMRAP, guys. So it's 10 power cleans, 10 burpees. The power cleans, if you can, touch and go will probably be good on this one. But that being said, if you dump that bar from the top and get right back on it, meaning that you don't just let it bounce around and wait 5 seconds every time you get back on the bar, the difference in between touch and go and getting back on that bar will not be super significant unless you have that super high engine where every little second's going to count. It is only a 7-minute workout, so that is significant. You got to be back on that bar. If you can touch and go, do it. Go 5 and 5. 10 might be a little much for most of you guys, but go 5 and 5 if you can. But dropping it and getting back on is totally fine. Settle that bar down. Don't let it get away from you. So as I power clean that bar up, don't let it drop away from you. Don't just drop it from here. Almost guide it down. Guide it right into the ground, right? Power clean. Guide it down into the ground. Settle that bar down to the ground so it's not rocking around on you. Boom, right back on there. Jump under the bar. Fast elbows. Big pulls, right? You guys all know how to do that movement. It's talking about strategy for the actual workout. Now the burpees, know where you're at with burpees, okay? Don't go in those first 2 rounds. If you don't have that super high engine, you're not banging out 30 burpees at a time, straight jumping down, jumping up. Go ahead and walk them down and walk them up, all right? If you know you have good burpees, then get in there and work. But it is 7 minutes, doesn't seem like that long. It can be you're gonna get some good rounds in there. Don't go all out in those first couple rounds, all right? The walking it down and walking it up is definitely significantly slower, especially on the burpees. But if it lets you maintain an even pace and lets you keep moving, cool. Just stay in there and work at that pace. Turn it on after 3 or 4 minutes in, all right? Awesome. The last one, this chipper, probably the least amount of strategy out of all right? Kettlebell swings, pretty basic movement. We do a lot of them here. Focus obviously on being explosive with them hips. The one way to make kettlebell swings faster is pulling them down from the top. You can save yourself about a half a second on each rep. Some of you guys are gonna go unbroken on this. Don't be afraid to get in there and go pretty hard, even straight from the gate in those kettlebell swings. Every one of these movements is fairly different. You got a violent hip extension, you got a local muscular endurance for the lower body, box jumps, then we're going back to front squats and push press. So everyone's a little bit different, so you can keep the pace pretty high on all these movements. Back to the kettlebell swings, when you get that swing up, right? Violent hip extension, snapping them hips as it comes overhead, pulling it back down. Going to do 2 things. Going to increase that cycle time, obviously get a faster time in a workout, get a better score, and also going to load them hamstrings up. like a rubber band to come up out of the bottom. So as I'm coming up, boom, I just let it fall down. It's not gonna load them hamstrings up too much, but I rip that bell down and snap the hips, okay? But rip that bell down, snap the hips. If you have to break them up, try to get to a number before you stop. 10, 15, okay? Next movement, the wall ball. It's 40 of them. Not a super high volume of wall balls. Just want to be back on that ball immediately if you put it down, okay? I've tried to cycle them as much as possible. I know some questions about, should you do that clearer stroke? Should you keep your hands high? It's beneficial. It's not a high volume of wall balls, but it's beneficial. You're not wasting any time doing that. If you're familiar with it, do it. If you haven't done it yet, don't worry about it too much, because we're not looking at a lot of shoulders after this. Those 10 push presses at the end will be insignificant for most of you guys, okay? So stay in there, hit it pretty hard, work hard. If you're feeling like you're having trouble hitting the target, or the ball's not moving fast enough, sometimes what I'll do, doing wall balls, I'll jump a little bit at the top. Just if I'm coming up and it feels slow, if you're getting up on those toes and jumping, you're gonna know that those hips are getting open fast, okay? Little tip to think about, if you start getting buried in this workout, maybe you went a little too hard on those kettlebell swings, start to get a little bit buried, then get violent with that hip extension, come up and almost jump off the ground as you're throwing it up. Next, on to the box jump. This is one of those things that if you're feeling pretty competitive tomorrow and it's down to the wire, you're gonna have to make a call whether you're gonna rebound those box jumps or you're gonna step down, okay? You know we don't do rebounded box jumps here. If you've never done them, there's not really a whole lot of skill level. You know the reason we don't do them here, that kind of risk for injury on the Achilles, it's a very, very low volume of box jumps. The risk should be a little bit lower than if we were doing 150 of them in a workout. So make that call on your own. That being said, you gotta have been moving really fast and intend to move really fast after this for even to take that risk, okay? If you know you're zipping right through this, it might be worth it. But if you know that if you're getting even buried in that workout and you're feeling like you need a tiny bit of recovery, that step down is not that much slower, guys. It's really, really not, especially for 30. Just make sure you're jumping up. As soon as your feet hit that ground, boom, you're right back up, all right? So make that call. You can also think about a little bit of recovery on that box jump, just a little bit, because you're almost at the end of it. But knowing if you're stepping down, you're going all in on them front squats. So a lot of you guys that are doing this workout tomorrow are going to be able to break this up in 2 sets maybe, or go all the way in for the full 20. Not a whole lot of skill to the front squat. Just make sure you're moving fast in that good elbows high position. You don't want to be muscling up through the bottom of it. Set those elbows high, take a neutral gaze, sit down and stand up fast. Little tiny bit of strategy at the end of that front squat. Don't re-clean it for going into your power cleans, or into your push press at the end. After that 19th rep, if you're ready to go right into, after that 20th rep, I say, if you're ready to go right into push press, cool. If you're not, do the 19th rep, shake the arms out for a split second, catch your breath, then get it up, 20th front squat, and then bang those last push presses out. No strategy that push press, guys. Dip, drive, head through. Close that workout out strong. Have a good time tomorrow, guys. For most of you, it's your first competition. It's a blast. We'll be checking on you guys on Facebook all day. So, cool. Good luck. Have fun.